Favorite program. It's Monkey Mountain time. Yes, sorry, man. It's Monkey Mountain time. The monkeys are out swinging, and all the GIs are in the name city because the name is on limits because of, I don't know why it's on limits, but just first time they put it on limits since 65, I believe, or something like that. Well, Mom, before I even forget about it, I hope you're having a happy Mother's Day because this tape should be getting there very close to Mother's Day. Maybe a little after, but I don't think so. Well, Mama, everything's going pretty good over here. And also another thing I kept forgetting the last tape, I am getting the St. John Valley Times, and I want to make sure I still get them because I really enjoy it. And after I finish reading them, I give it to Sergeant Clevenger, who works down the bottom over here. He's thinking about going up to Maine, going to Limestone, going to Loring or Caswell. Right? It's Caswell, something like that. Right, it's supposed to be right in the middle of Limestone, practically. It's a little radar site, because that's what I put in for on my dream sheet. I put in for Caswell, Maine, number 1, because it's a radar site. Then I put in for Loring. Then I put in for, Bucks Harbor. That's right near Machias. I put in for Charleston, Maine, which is about 15 miles from University of Maine, outside of Maine, University of Maine. And I didn't put any other choices down, because if I put in for Pease Air Force Base right in New Hampshire, I heard that everybody who goes to Pease always ended up going to TDY, to Thailand, not Thailand, but to Guam, and you'll never stay there, all your tour there. So I put in those 4 places in Maine, and then I put in for another overseas tour. Yeah, I put in for England or Europe. I put England choice number 1. Second, I just put Europe. That way I'll be able to see what's going on in the world. Well, almost 5 months in country. Only 220 days left. Not bad. Getting down there, getting short. Well, Mom, I got those pictures that you sent me. Yeah, I'm glad you sent me them, but you didn't tell me if you wanted me to send them back or if I could keep them. I showed them to everybody. Told them what beautiful country it is, because Sergeant Roof, he works in MCC on top, and he doesn't like Maine at all. He volunteered for Vietnam just to get out of his assignment in Charleston, Maine, because he likes Montana, So I call him Montana Kid, and he calls me Maniac. Still all good. Showed everybody, man. Sergeant Clemens is when were these pictures taken? On the Easter Sunday? No, like that, Easter Sunday. But I still think he's going to put it in, because he keeps reading my St. John Valley, and he enjoys everything that goes on. Because he's crazy about hunting and fishing. I told him he can really do that up there. Dad, Mom, when you finish putting the windows on the porch, take a picture of the front. I want to see how it looks like, all glass porch. I'm still waiting for the pictures of the wedding, though. Well, running through them. Sally's apartment is beautiful. Man, I'm looking at, I have these pictures in my hand. That's why I'm flipping through right here. I like that living room of theirs. Looks It doesn't look that small. There's only two of them. They have TV, the lights, lamps, everything. God, look. She hasn't made. And I've got this. And what's this stuff? I just took a picture. I'm looking at the family picture right now. Right, the one Rocky took? Well, how come everybody's letting their hair grow long? Sue's hair is real long now. Hey, well, it's almost down her shoulder. Jean's is down to her shoulders. Ah, Wes, what's going on? Well, Mom, you're the only one that's really looking sharp, the whole family. Too bad though was taken on the porch, you know, because it's a beautiful picture, but it's almost dark, a little dark. Well, I got a postcard from Kyle from today, and it was a picture of Florida because he was down there. He went to see Teresa, and yes, he took some pictures and he's gonna send me them. Oh, Kyle's moving around now, and I got a letter from Vernon Labby the other day, and I got one from Peggy, Joyce, and Jackie. I don't know. Seems to me it's Bess that owes me a letter. So that I owe Bess a letter. Well, anyway, I'll tell her I'm gonna write her as soon as I can. Everybody keeps asking me what's my job is. So here it goes. I get up in the morning. I get dressed and then I go climbing back of a big deuce and a half. And we go up the mountain. The mountain, I go to the office. It's in one of the radar domes. I'll take a picture of it as soon as I get a camera. Oh yes, by the way, I'm gonna be trying to send you a $500 check if I can. Now I want you to put that in, let's see, credit union. Right. And let me know how much money I got in the credit union now, because tell me how much more I need before I got a 2,000 in it. And after I got 2,000, I'm gonna start putting the rest of the money in the bank. So I figure I can save close to, and you can save about 175 bucks a month. So maybe 200. I got 600 saved up right now. But the most you can send at any time is, the most you can send without asking anybody's permission is $200. So I'm going to go in and try to get, you know, a note from the commander or something like that, allow me to send home $500. Because that's the maximum you can send home with the commander's permission. I'm going to send that home. And I'll keep the other 100 over here. And I might buy a camera with that. No, I know what I'm doing with that. I'm going to buy a TV. A little portable TV, runs on batteries and electricity. Yeah, see, we're not really I told you we're at an R&R center over here. An R&R center. Man, we got, well, on the way up on top of the mountain is the radio station and TV. AFVN. So, I mean, who else has better, you know, TV and radio contacts than us? So I'm going to buy a little TV from the VX, and so I can watch TV. They get some pretty good shows. Room 222, and Mission Impossible, Bonanza, all those shows are over here too. Ed Sullivan, you know, you name it, you got most of them. Oh well. Where was I? Oh, I was telling you I was going up on top of the hill to my desk. Well, most of it is paperwork, you know. Part of it is paperwork. I get it and I file the paperwork, documents, people who needs a part, I order it for them, I go down to Da Nang almost every day, pick up the item, meet aircraft for an item that's coming in, send them out, all kinds of stuff. Then I come back and do nothing practically for the rest of the day. That's why it's so boring, because you can do your work, and all the work you have to do is you can do it, before noontime or before 1, and we don't come down the hill until 4. So you just sit in the office and wait around, read comic books, So that's why I say it's boring, because, all that waiting you do, 3 hours. These Vietnamese people over here, some now you take their Air Force, right? VNF, what they call it. So they go up there, and they'll get in at maybe 8 o'clock, right? So, and at 11 o'clock comes around, they go to lunch. They come back from lunch at, dig this now, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and they leave at 4. I mean, that's not bad, especially since it's in a war zone and it's their war. So they're doing all right. We got a whole half hour for lunch if we're lucky. So it's not really that bad, though. Hardly any danger over here. Nothing. You're not carrying any. Last time I held an M16 in my hand, I think it was 4 months ago. Those 2 pictures Joey showed you, Mo? Rob took that of me. We're just goofing off. Oh, yes, I just thought of something. The other day when I was coming down the hill, driving down the hill to go to Da Nang, right on the side of the road was 2 monkeys, right? There they are walking on the side of the road. So, they're not too bad. They're gray over here, or some are gray, and then you got your rock eight. Well, the monkeys, they were gray. They were pretty big size for a monkey, maybe 2.5 feet off the ground, something like that. When, what else? Oh yeah, besides those 2 monkeys, right in the little bush on the side, there was another little monkey. And it wasn't half as big as the other 2. He was right there looking at us go by, while the other 2 monkeys took off in the bush. These rockets that I'm talking about, the big and black and red face and all this stuff, and they throw rocks and everything. That's why they call them rockets, I guess. So they pick up rocks and they throw it at you. These live, some of them live on the sides. They're here right near the top, and some live on top. When those rockets came up, man, they started throwing rocks at the barracks and shit like that. Well, everybody was getting short except me, because the rest of my Navy friends are leaving now. Dennis, Rick, and Fleming, they're all leaving. Small. Shakey's the only one here. He's only leaving in July. Out of the whole division, I think there's going to be 3 people left. Shaky and the commanding officer and another officer. So, I mean, he has it all right now. Only 3 people in the whole division. We won't be doing too much work now. Most of the stuff is all turned over to the Vietnamese now anyway. So, we'll be all right. Oh, we started our softball season over here, and I never went to any of the practices. So, Sergeant Gent, who's running the thing, he asked me if I wanted to keep score for him. So, I went over there, and first game, I'm keeping score. It's really different from, saying how many runs and all this stuff. You get a mark what the batter did, if he struck out, or if he walked, or how he ran the bases, if he made an error and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all that stuff. So first game goes on. Fleming was playing third base. He's a pitcher, but he's playing third. He can play any position. So he's playing. He goes up to bat, and he hit one ball that I don't think came down. That thing, well, it was a foul ball. I was wrong with it. Don't count. But that must have went almost over 400 some feet, man, at least. That's pretty good for softball. And then anyway, he got on base. He got a base hit. See, he's coming in home. See, he's at third, right? And Fleming knows all the tricks because he's been playing softball in the Navy for like 12 years now. So he knows all the rules. And the umpires, they don't even never seen a rule book, softball, fast pitch rule book. So Fleming went to steal home, right? So out of the 3 umpires, all had different decisions on that. One told him we had to go back to third base. One said he was out of the plate. One said he was out this and all this stuff. So Fleming went up to one of the umpires, and he said, "What's going on?" The guy says, "You're out." Fleming said, "Look at that. Look at the rule book." The guy said, "You're out of the game." So Fleming got kicked out of the game, and because of that, he got kicked out of the next 2 games. Well, he has to sit out the next 2 games if he get kicked out of one, you know. So last night we played. I think it's 4th game we play, and so he was started off pitching, and he didn't have any. The team made 6 errors that inning, and our team made 6 errors. So they scored 5 runs. Oh, what a ball game! So Fleming went and he started playing first. They put a new pitcher in. Fleming played first. So we made 2. So Bush goes up to bat. He's lead off. He gets he grounds out the third. And then there was Yagos. He's a Navy chief, and he got a single. And Duffy, he's playing shortstop. He's also in the Navy, and he got a hit. So Fleming goes up and cracks a double up against the wall. We scored 2 runs that inning, and we passed them, except for the last inning, because the top of the 6th, we're playing 6 innings. The other team goes up and scores 5 runs. That tied us up. Fleming, the first batter up, first pitch, right out of the ballpark, man. Gone. So we won the ball game. That's not bad since it was last time he's at bat for us, and last time he's playing baseball over here, softball. I mean, man, that was a nice hit. Whack. Their outfielders just turned around and was no use running for that one. Well, let's see what I can talk about next. Okay, Brucey, I want to talk to you now. Well, Bruce, that Monkey Mountain jacket of yours, it might take some time now because they don't have any jungle jackets. You know what I mean? It has Monkey Mountain on it. All of them have the name on it. So I'm gonna have one made, for you. Has Monkey Mountain on it. Monkey Mountain, Vietnam, 1970, 71. Okay, Brucey? Is that all right with you? If I don't give it to you, if I don't send it to you within the next, or if you don't receive it within the next month and a half, I'll give it to you when I get home. But I think I'll be able to, have her make one. Mama Son's around here. you might make one for me. Well, Brucey, you didn't do too bad on your report card, but seems to me you kind of made a drop on your average in, I think it was social studies, science and social studies or something like that. Well, Brucey, you're going to get it better next time, right? Especially since you're going into the 4th grade next year. Well, Brucey, I don't want you to get in too many more fights now, because Mommy doesn't like that at all. And besides, you know how strong you are. You don't have to prove it. Well, Brucey, I hope you haven't been gone swimming in that same hole again. Oh, did you fall in the water again? Well, Bruce, you be a good boy now. So, that I'll send you your jacket, because I've been waiting for Mama to send me a letter saying that you've been a bad boy, and you won't get that Monkey Mountain jacket. So you better be a good boy, and don't get in any more fights. Okay, Bruce? All right. Okay, Susie, it's your turn now. Hey, Susie, if you keep flubbing up like that, you'll be doing all right. You flub up like that, you keep on doing that all the way, so you can get a main scholar like Kenny Baker was. Because that's what I read on the St. John Valley I got the day before yesterday. So, keep studying hard, Phil. And you'll get a nice scholarship. That way Dad won't have to pay your college, and you can do anything you want that way. Well, Susie, I really enjoy your piano playing. It's really great. I keep playing it. I play it and everybody listens in the room, you know. They turn down their radio or shut off the record player they have and listen to you playing piano. So, didn't think you're that good, did you? Well, so, for this time, I want you to play. Let me see now. Romeo and Juliet, The Impossible Dream, I want you to see if you can't get us some music, like These Eyes. There's a lot of piano playing in that, so you ought to be able to play that. And what else did I want to hear from you? Laura's Love Theme from Dr. Zhivago, and a couple little short ones you got from the piano book, like Windy, and oh yes, one other I really want to hear from you is that, remember that song that you made up playing? Remember you added a new part to it? I don't remember the name of it. I think you played it on talent show about 2 years or 3 years ago. Right when you first started playing, you added onto it. I don't remember the name of it. That's the one Mommy was so proud of you for making it up. Cause I want you to play that one. I think you started playing it, or you, or Jennifer, or whoever was playing the piano on the last tape you sent me. I want you to play it. Play that one especially. Well, still, I got you a soap. I don't know what it called. Silk pajamas? No, not silk pajamas. More like a house coat and pajamas, and something like that. It's a 3-piece suit, sort, pajama suit sort of. But and I'll mail that to you as soon as I can. Okay, sir? And keep being a good girl there, and don't be too mudaboo. Because Mommy told me I wanted a tape that you really mudaboo because you had to wear one of Norma's shoes at the wedding. No, that wasn't too nice. especially when you had company now, Sue. Well, be a good girl now, Sue. And I'll talk to you some more. I'm waiting for that tape. I can't wait to get that music you're gonna play. So, as soon as you receive this tape, I want you to start playing on it. I don't care if you just take the one tape for yourself and you start playing piano on it, as long as you play it for me, okay? Alright, so. Alright, Jeannie. Your turn now. Well, Jeannie, I saw that picture and your hair's going long. You don't look too bad with the long hair. Though I didn't think your hair was getting that long for a short time that I've been here. Well, I'm glad you're going out with Glenn, or did you break up again? And did he ask you to go to the prom, Jeannie? The prom is this month? Or did he ask somebody else when you broke up? Well, you didn't do too bad, Jeannie, for grades, except for French. And we'll all forgive you for that. Well, a genius like me can flunk French 1. I guess you can flunk it too. Gene, I'm still waiting for that letter. Last time I heard it was supposed to be 4 pages long, and I haven't even received it yet. So I guess I'll receive it before you get the tape. But I wish you'd drop me in a line, just saying what's happening. So, who's going out? Because I just looked at the St. John Valley, and, every whole mess of people are doing this and that, Everybody's getting married and stuff like that. I got a letter today. I got a letter from Jackie Logie today, and she told me in the letter that John Robichaud and Norma got a baby girl and everything. So, you can tell me something like that now, Gene. Anything, Just dying for information now. Well, how's school? Is school getting worse or getting easier now that you're getting short? Gene, I wonder if you can scrounge up a few pictures of the wedding, I want a good picture of Sally and Ronnie. Well, if Sally and Ronnie hears this, it's going to kill the surprise. So, Mom, if when you're listening to this, I want you to tell. If Sally and Ronnie are going to listen to this tape, I want you to have them leave the room when what I'm saying goes on, because I want a picture of those two getting married. One of the nice. And I'm going to have a big portrait made of him, a big picture of him, made by this painter. He does a really good job on it, and practically nothing. So, he does it out of wallet-sized pictures. You make a big, about 20-something, 2 feet, 3 feet long picture. So, I want a good picture of Sally and Ronnie. And I'll have him make a portrait out of it. Okay, you can ask Sally and Ronnie come back in now. So, Junie, you do what I told you, okay? Because I know by the time Mommy gets around to showing everybody the pictures of the wedding, I'll already have the portrait done before she bothers to send it to me. So, Junie, you get me some good pictures, okay? All right, I'm still waiting for that letter, Gene. Well, I guess this side of the tape